Alright, today we have shoulders and arms. Oh shit, I need to get my beetroot and espresso and Rice Krispie. Oh yeah. But Christina, we finally dropped Spanish. Christina.
Exciting, honey.
No more Spanish. 2 learning labs on my maroon deck. I guess, bro. I got learning lab, health, then I got math, then another learning lab. So that's pretty peak. And then for the carbs, we're gonna get another rice cookie. Wait, alright, you're gonna get back.
There's nothing more to say. I have told you the whole truth. I won't have to ever again. I have always lied to you and asked for your forgiveness while keeping you at a distance. Because I wanted to keep you out of this. But now, I think that perhaps you could have changed Father, Mother, and the rest of you Uchiha as well. If I had only come to you from the start, looked straight into your eyes and told you the truth, then I wouldn't have to stand before you as a failure, telling you all of this. But I want to impart at least this much truth to you. Don't ever have to forgive me. And whatever you do from here on out, know this. No matter what, I will love you always.
I know it hurts you, but I need to tell you something.
Out of all the thousands of comrades and tens of thousands of enemies, only one, only you, and you alone, obscured the vision of my dream. I submit.
The threads of destiny are now bound as one. The promised time has come.
If there is one thing I can do for them, it is to win. And keep winning until I attain my dream. A dream they clung to and risked their lives for. I don't regret, I don't feel guilty, but I'd rather sacrifice hands-on STEM activities.
We are not saying the same thing! We are not saying the same thing! If I don't do this, I don't live! I have to do this to fucking live!
go from failure is to win. You have to achieve failure. You have to take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? I got news for you. That's where winning is. It always has been. Nothing's changed since the 70s. Nothing.
I see in your eyes, you know what loneliness is. True loneliness. You understand that it is the most painful form of suffering that there is in the world. As I said before, we have the same eyes. What's wrong? Eyes with a hunger for power, full of hate. I see in your eyes, you know what loneliness is. True loneliness. You understand that it is the most painful form of suffering that there is in the world. As I said before, we have the same eyes. What's wrong? Eyes with a hunger for power, full of hate.
One time in my life I felt that. What was my purpose? And sometimes you graduate out of high school, you look for that job, you look for that career, college, degree, you still question, is this my purpose? I want to talk to you about the center, your center, the purpose. One question that I always ask myself, even I would always ask myself, is your purpose. What's your purpose for living? Do you know your purpose? What you're created to do? Do you know what that is? A lot of people live their entire lives not knowing. Entire lifetime not being happy because they feel as though they're not fulfilling their purpose. One piece of advice that I can give to you to find your purpose is to spend time with yourself. Spend time away from distractions, away from people who distract you, who take your time away from you. Now, when you talk about taking time away from you, I'm talking about taking time away from the things that you may enjoy. You may used to write, you don't do it anymore. You may used to sing, you don't do it anymore. You may used to read books and you don't do it anymore. You may, whatever your hobby is, you know, try to get that back into your life. Especially
makes you see, first of all, who God is. Second of all, it lets you see who you are. And the third thing, it lets you see what will fit you, what will fit in your life. You need time alone to discover these things. And some people fight being alone. They fight being alone. They fight being single. They don't enjoy it. They just anything, just invite anybody over. You invite people over, you don't even like, just come on over, girl, come on over. Let's just hang out because you're afraid of being alone and you're avoid of thinking. Time alone is important. Time alone gives you, first of all, God discovery. You begin to understand who God is. You cannot understand who God is in a crowd. And Jacob was left alone with God, and God called Abraham alone. And Moses went to the backside of the mountain and was alone. It's always when you're alone when God reveals himself. God didn't show himself to the Virgin Mary while she was in a crowd shopping with her girlfriends. When the angel showed up and said, Mary, you're going to have your favorite amongst women, you're going to have Jesus. She was by herself. Whenever anything significantly happens to you in a spiritual capacity, it happens when you are alone.
You're the only one I can count on, my best friend. Protect the village and the Uchiha name. Both of them.
Itachi, just promise me this. That you'll take care of Sasuke.
I will.
possibly understand what it feels like to lose all that!
It's true. I have no idea what it's like, having parents or a brother. But when I'm with you, I wonder if this is what it feels like to have a brother.
People laughed at me. They laughed at me. My body weight went down to 198 pounds. I didn't even look like a bodybuilder. You know, when I said I wanted to make a comeback, they laughed, called me delusional.
All the laughter. Every one of you is laughing. Itachi sacrificed his life, but you're still laughing. Cackling together like fools. You're just ignorant of everything. I can hear nothing but contempt and cheering in your voices. I want to change those laughs to screams and wails of misery.
More work is always going to result in better results in everything we do in life. The more you put into something, the more you're going to get out. Stop making goddamn fucking excuses and just do it. Please take my advice. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes. I'm trying to explain to you, the harder you work at anything in life, the faster you're gonna get to your goal, the better you're gonna be. It will always be like that in everything we do. Remember that.
Try to leave, 'cause we both know